Langley, and we are jumping in the rookie street stocks for 40 laps with no cautions here at Langley. I don't believe I've raced the street stocks here yet in the rookie series, so I've thought about finally jumping in and giving them a try. It's going to be very, very slick, very tough. I doubt I'm going to be very good. We are car number 2 in a 13 car field. This is going to be a tricky one. It is extremely loose on entry and through the center.
Green flag. All right, man.
And off the corner, really. Biggest thing I found to be quick is just be very, very smooth on entry and don't slide. And really don't even try to go fast. And that's when I did my best time in practice. And there's a big slide that's going to hurt both laps a little bit. Lost about 2/10 doing that. Not as good through 1 and 2 that time. See if we can get a little better in 3 and 4 here. Quite a bit better. We run a 6. I'd rather have run a 5. I ran a 5 in practice. You see our optimal's a 5.72. And I'd rather not be on the outside, but right now we are in P2. And this could end up being a big, big mess. But that's alright. 40 laps, no cautions. Don't have to worry about pacing around or nothing. We get wrecked, then oh well. But I think I'm just as likely to just spin myself out than anyone else wrecking me, so not too worried. It's a tough combo. So hopefully we don't get run over on entry or someone accidentally overdrives it behind us, and if we get any little tap in the rear with how loose these things are and how wedged the front ends of the cars are, we're just going to get spun instantly. So hopefully we don't do that. The 7 car was quickest in practice right before the session launched. We'll see if he puts in a lap. The 3 is having connection issues. And let's see if we're waiting on anybody else besides them. The 13. Everyone else has either hit the button or done their lap. 13 is just sitting there at the moment. 3 is still trying to get connected. He's got 2 minutes left. We'll see if the 7 does a lap or the 13. Looks like speeds from practice just kind of slowed down a little bit. I really didn't want to be starting on the outside because we're probably going to get shuffled pretty bad. But nothing I can do about that. Unless the 7 can go up and beat me or the 1 car. If the 7 is going to do a lap. Probably will just make us wait here. That's typically what people like to do for some reason. But yeah, we'll see. I've run the other 3 races, or the other 3 tracks in the rookie series since I've been recording videos. And I don't think I've ever run this though. So this should be interesting. I love this track. Very fun, short track, very tough. One of the tougher ones. And one of the shorter ones as well. They still have that pit entry cone way out next to the apron, right next to the white line. So if we get any little bump from a car on our outside on the exit of turn 4, we're probably going to hit that cone and get a penalty, which really sucks. And we're going to have to be careful about having to dodge anything because we can't go left. Probably be better to take the damage than it would be to take the penalty. That would sure put us a lap down. We'll have to somehow keep that in mind, but it's going to be hard to make that decision very quickly when the first instinct is to dodge. That's what happened in the ARCA series when ARCA came here. So the 3 goes up and puts the car on pole for him with a .4, which is perfect. Now hopefully the 7 won't put in a lap, and we'll start on the inside. It's looking like the 7 is just going to start in the back. Or as far back as he can. Which is P10. Perfect. Starting right on the inside. The 3 just managed to get connected in time for long enough to do a lap. Now we got to focus on entering the corner smoothly, getting a decent start, and not sliding up into the outside lane or running into the guy ahead of us.
495. We expect to be fighting for the podium.
And hopefully, we won't get run over from the guy behind us. We will see. I had to reconfigure all my freaking controls again because Logitech loves to do that. I don't know why that always happens. It just all of a sudden is like, oh, you haven't got your controls configured. Please reconfigure them. And no matter how many times I restart G-Hub or restart iRacing or unplug and plug back in the wheel, it still says it. So I just have to go in and reconfigure everything, which is always a hassle, but whatever. We're getting ready to roll off. Everyone was ready to grid quickly, just not ready to get through qualifying quickly. Got to be careful on the start as well not to miss a shift, because I was doing that coming out of the pits, missing shifts, getting up to speed, so we got to be careful with that. I think that's the 5 car behind us. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully we can get a decent start and hold the bottom. And maybe pull away from people.
Alright, man, we're
Don't expect to be super quick. But we'll try and keep up and not slide the tires. 40 laps. It's going to go by quick with only 16-second laps, but we'll see what we can do. Hopefully the 5 doesn't run us over. He's looking like he is very anxious to get going.
Get ready.
Can we make it into turn 1? When's the 3 going to go?
Alright, man. Green flag, green flag.
He's going on green. Alright.
Next car is the leader. Got one
Don't
outside.
slide it.
Stay low.
Alright.
Stay low.
Make sure we still don't slide it. 6 car nearly overdrove it and got into the back of the 1 car behind us. 1 car gets clear. He actually was holding on the outside better than I thought they would be able to. He's going to get a run on my inside.
Clear low, clear low.
Well, that's not really exactly what I had intended. Looks like he's got a gap behind him though, so I think I'm just going to back off and let him have it and
All clear, all
not
clear.
let the people behind him get on my inside as he plows the wall. Alright, they're overdriving it behind us and wrecking. That was the 5, I believe. Let's don't hit the 1. Be careful on exit.
1, just hit the fastest lap. 16.
No problem with the 1 getting back around me there, especially since we were able to slot in behind him on the inside. He was looking quicker anyway. He just got started in the outside, which is not good here. Let's not hit the wall. 6 cars looking quick behind me.
5, 4, 2.
Let's try and get settled in here.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
See if we can keep up with the 1. We get into a groove. Maybe we can battle with him. These things are so on edge around here, it's crazy. I'm using a little bit of throttle and brake at the same time to keep it stable.
6, 7,
1 needs to get going here. We're getting caught by the 6. He gets loose. I'm going to look to his inside.
outside. Still there.
He was not able to pull away from me.
Stay low.
Once he got ahead of me, I thought he would be able to.
All clear, all clear.
Hopefully he and the 6 will battle for a bit and give us a bit of a gap.
You're back in second.
Puts us back to P2. We get massive tight. Maybe we just had better turn when he was in front of us. Maybe when you get ahead of people, you don't get as much turn out of the corner. But also, we may just be overdriving it, as the 6 nearly plows into us there. Nice and smooth. See if we can keep it underneath us. Try not to overdrive it too bad. Hopefully we'll keep pulling away from the 6 on exit. Because he's overdriving entry pretty bad. But he's not losing too much yet. He's working that apron now. It's getting tight on me.
The leader just did a 16.63.
I'm getting tight. Real bad on exit. Until it breaks loose. Try and run a little bit lower. I need to get better on throttle out of the corner. I'm having to wait longer than I want because it's plowing center corner now. Okay, that felt better. That was the corner we need to do every time. Not like that. Alright, nice and easy. Haven't seen any carnage since at the beginning when the guy behind us spun. Three cars doing a good job keeping it up there. Haven't seen him get any loose moments or pushes up towards the wall at all, really. Six cars hanging in there, and I forgot to mute my phone. About to catch lap traffic soon.
The leader just did a 16.803.
One car's really fallen off. I did not expect him to, or did not expect to be much quicker than him. That much quicker than him, if at all. That was a bad 1 and 2 that time. Oop. Leader got loose a little bit. We got a car spinning. It's the 5 again, right on entry. That's going to hurt us. But it also hurt the 6. Just about as much as us, so that's alright. He was swerving all over the place there. We got the 4 car up ahead of the 3. We get real tight on entry. We got a little gap now to the 6. I'm sliding it on the apron, not what I want to do. 4 car does not get out of the way of the 3 quite yet anyway. Still not. That holds him up a little bit. Now we're going to catch him here.
Thank you, for.
Stay low. You're clear high. Clear high.
I think the 4 finally moved out of the way for him. Just looked last minute.
No problem. I can't figure these cars out. I usually run Legends, so I don't know.
Ooh, he just plowed the wall. Netcode might have made that look harder of a hit than it actually was.
I can't figure out if I need heavy brake in the entry or what.
Very light brake, otherwise it jumps sideways, depending on the brake bias, I guess. We're running good, past halfway here. 6 is coming back at us as we get loose. We're caught the 3 car a little bit.
Would you say we need heavy brake in the entry?
Not too much. It's just all about being smooth with these.
Yeah, at this place it is.
Did you say not really?
Good news though, I think I got all
Yeah, I don't use
the
a lot of brake.
hardware problems I was having solved. I think I just needed to update the BIOS, as I explained in the ARCA video. I think that's where I talked about it. Yeah, I was having all kinds of problems with the USB stuff would all disconnect all the time. And it just, before it would happen like once every 2 weeks or something, but other than that, wasn't really a problem, so I never really looked into it too much, which is dumb. But then over the weekend and the past, or the beginning of this week, it had been really bad, like disconnecting every 20 minutes. And I tried a bunch of things and finally updated the BIOS, and that seems to have worked. My previous BIOS was running a version from a year ago, so let's see why that might cause some issues.
Yeah.
We are within 10 to go. We've caught the 3 a little tiny bit. Not a ton. We're running right where we're supposed to. P2, I'm trying to catch the 3, but he's not making any mistakes. We got another car stop down low, perhaps. Even if we do catch the 3, it's going to be very tough to make the pass. But we're putting the pressure on him, maybe force him into a mistake. We've got a big gap to the 6 now. That was much too shallow of an entry there. All right.
5 to go at the line.
5 laps to go.
Podium position.
I am not consistent at all with my corners. Maybe if we were a little bit more consistent, we'd be able to catch him. But if he keeps it clean, I don't think we are going to be able to. We do have some lap cars that may come into play.
16.865.
Yeah, we were slower that time than he was. I'm overdriving center, and that's just killing my exit, and he's pulling back away. He's just better than we are. Six is falling off. He was really driving in deep and getting it sideways, so maybe the tire heat has finally caught up to him, and he's struggling a little bit with that. 2 to go. It's been a good race. People up here were raced cleanly and hard,
One more lap to go.
and it was fun. Try not to fall too far back here just in case of a mistake, but it looks like he's keeping it clean. And the lap cars do as well. Good race, good win. That was fun.
Thanks, good race.
We tried to put the pressure on him. He was just
Flag.
real solid. Didn't make any mistakes.
There you go, man. Good
And we
job,
get a nice
driver.
quick Langley lace P20X as the night lighting comes into play, and we get some very, very ugly flashes in the interior of this old car. Yeah, that was a good race. Not as messy as I thought it would be. It was a 2500 strength of field or whatever, but we didn't see that much stuff. Really only saw the 5, I think. Well, we saw one more spun on entry. So we get around the 1 initially, and I thought he would pull away and go track down the 3, and maybe they would battle it out, but then he just couldn't go in front of us, and we had to go. 4 a little bit slower on entry than the 8 was prepared for. They're wrecking big time ahead as well. I didn't see any of this on the first corner. Of course, I was pretty busy there. So the 9 jumps the start, goes in the middle 3 wide, and then that doesn't work out for him very good. Slams into the back of the 12, and then forcing his way into the 11, and then just self-spins head on into the wall. So that wasn't great. 4 car after his issue, and this is the 5 who was behind us. He's sliding, and he overcorrects, but not much damage there for him, and Well, he just got a penalty for that. Below the cone there, but at least he didn't take anyone else out. 10 car, oh, he's loose off the corner, sliding it, corrects into the wall a bit. 8 car with a bobble, and then the 12 comes in and just gets him right in the left rear, and that spins him around. 13, he's going to grab the wall right at the start-finish line. 5's very loose off the corner and grabbing the wall. 7 car, who we never even saw, but he looks like he's running top 5. Thought he'd be able to make up some ground. What were our tires at the end? It's mostly about tire heat. Well, 95 on the right rear, or 85 rather, and 91 on the right front. So that's quite a bit of wear. 10 cars sideways there. Let's take a look at what happened. He just loses it out of turn 4. Yep. Into the concrete barrier, but not too much damage. And he rolls out of the way for when the leaders come by. Then the 5 and the 12 here battling. 5 is in 10th, 12 is in 6th, so the 5 is a lap down. But it doesn't look like, it looks like the 12 just caught him. So 5 just gets on it too hard out of the corner, spins up in front of the 12. 13 drifting it through the corner, and then the 11 turns him right into that cone, and that ruins the 13's race. And that's it. So, not too bad for us. Oh, he actually finished on the lead lap. We get a P2. Got close to challenging for the win, just not quite good enough. 3 car was very good. The 1 car falls all the way back to 4th once the 6 car got by him. 6 car stayed on our bumper for quite a while there. I was struggling to pull away, but right at the end we managed to. And 4 people with no incidents. It was the 1, me, the 6, and the 7. The 3 got a 2X from hitting the wall, and we saw that. But pretty clean up front. That was a good race, good racing. Few incidents in the back, but I expected there to be a lot more than that. Pretty good. I love me some Langley.